every African soul should listen to. Without wasting much time, let's hear the African hero out.
Brothers and sisters of Africa, leaders and citizens of our beloved continent, I stand here not just as the president of Burkina Faso, but as the voice of a people who have decided to stand tall, refusing to bow to injustice, refusing to kneel before oppression. We are gathered at a time when Africa must decide, do we continue to live under the shadow of foreign powers, or do we rise and take our place as a free and sovereign people? I speak today for Burkina Faso, I speak for Mali, I speak for Niger, I speak for every African nation whose dignity has been trampled by the same powers that pretend to be our friends while stealing our resources, our future, and our hope. We have been told lies for decades. We were told that the West, that France came to bring development. But what did they bring? They brought chains for our hands, laws for our lands that served them, not us, and debts we could never pay. They came not to build us up, but to drain the lifeblood of our nations and to keep us dependent, weak, and silent. Burkina Faso is no longer silent. Mali is no longer silent. Niger is no longer silent. And soon all Africa will speak with one voice. This is Pan-Africanism, the belief that our strength lies in our unity, that no African nation should stand alone in the face of injustice, that the freedom of one African country means nothing if its neighbors remain in chains. We, the people of the Sahel, have suffered attacks, sanctions, and threats, not because we did wrong, but because we dared to say no to exploitation. ECOWAS, an institution meant to serve Africa, has allowed itself to be used as a weapon against Africans. Instead of protecting our sovereignty, it has been used to punish the Sahel states for taking back control of our land, our gold, our uranium, our oil, our destiny. But let me be clear, we will not bow to pressure. We will not return to the slavery of colonial agreements. We will not hand back the keys to our own house. Our message to the West is simple. We are not your property. We are not your backyard. We are not children for you to command. Our message to ECOWAS is simple. You were created to unite us, not divide us. You were created to protect Africa, not to serve as the policemen of foreign powers. The Sahel region has decided we will walk together, we will defend each other, and we will build a future that belongs only to the African people. And to every African listening today, I say this: you have the right to be free, you have the right to be proud. You have the right to decide your future without asking permission from Paris, Washington, or any foreign capital. This is the fight of our generation. This is the moment where we choose freedom or submission, and I promise you, Burkina Faso has chosen freedom. When we speak of freedom, we are not speaking of a dream that lives only in the future. We are speaking of a right that belongs to us today, a right that was stolen from us and must be taken back with our own hands. For too long, Africa's history has been written by others. Europe wrote our past in the language of chains. France wrote it in the ink of exploitation. The West continues to write it in contracts we did not draft and in debts we did not choose. They call it aid, they call it partnership. But I tell you, when someone takes from you every day and then hands you back crumbs, that is not help. That is humiliation. The colonial system never ended. It only changed clothes. They replaced soldiers with bankers. They replaced guns with sanctions. They replaced direct rule with puppet leaders. And this is where I must speak to my fellow African leaders. Some of you have betrayed the very people you swore to defend. Some of you wear fine suits and speak of sovereignty in public, but in secret, you sign away your country's wealth to the same powers that enslaved our ancestors. How can we call ourselves free when our resources are mined by foreign companies, when our gold leaves Africa in full cargo planes while our people live without clean water? How can we call ourselves free when our policies are dictated from Paris or Washington? Look at the Sahel. We have been called unstable. We have been called poor. We have been called dangerous. But I tell you, it is they who made us unstable by funding conflicts and arming rebels. It is they who made us poor by stealing our minerals and controlling our trade. It is they who made our land dangerous by using terrorism as an excuse to station their armies here. And now, because we said no more, they want to starve us with sanctions. They want to isolate us from our African brothers. They want to teach us a lesson as if we are students who must obey the master. Let me be clear. We are not students. We are not slaves. We are nations with pride and dignity. To ECOWAS, I say this: when you punish Burkina Faso, you are not serving Africa. You are serving the same forces that have kept Africa in the dark for centuries. You are lending your hands to the chains that bind us. We do not fear your sanctions. We do not fear your threats. We fear only one thing: betraying the dreams of our children by giving them a future still owned by strangers. We must remember, if we do not control our land, our water, our resources, and our own